So I've already built my dream home office and dream home studio, and I think I've got everything exactly how I want it, but there's one problem. So there's this messy closet right outside of my office where I just pretty much store my 3D printer and a bunch of camera gear, but I really want that closet to be functional and not just wasted space. So in this video, I'm actually gonna turn that closet into the brains of my dream home studio, where I can actually use my 3D printer and have a new home for this NAS that Ugreen sent over to me, which is gonna be a huge upgrade for the studio as a whole. But the problem is there's no power yet, and I still need to run Ethernet from my Wi-Fi router so that the NAS actually works. And the shelves are just too narrow to hold anything useful, so that also needs an upgrade as well. So here's the plan: new shelving, better lighting, running power and Ethernet so that the NAS actually works, in a proper spot for the 3D printer. Let's make it happen. So step one was to clear everything out, and this closet's been cramped up with bulky gear for months, so it was time to start fresh, and these shelves had to go too. Once I removed the shelves, I then decided to patch up the holes on the wall, and I know it's a closet, it's not really going to be seen, but I wanted it to look nice, so I'll come back and paint over the patches later. So before anything else goes in, I need power and Ethernet run to the closet. So I installed this cable pass-through in the wall so I can run a heavy-duty power strip from my office directly into the closet. My internet router is probably in the worst spot in my house possible, and it's in my laundry room above our dog crate, so I needed to run Ethernet from the router to the closet and then run Ethernet from the closet to my computer, connecting both the router to the NAS and the computer to the NAS. So to hide the cables, I got this cable management raceway for the Ethernet cables, and they're pretty decent, but definitely very tedious to get looking right. It still serves a purpose, and it definitely hides the cables on the floor. And yeah, we'll get into the cable management later. So now that the closet has power and Ethernet, I can start working on the storage solution. So for the shelves, I designed an IKEA IVAR shelving unit on IKEA's website with cabinets on the bottom, as well as a white shelf for where the 3D printer is going to go. It's 89 inches tall, 35 inches wide, and about 19.5 inches deep, so it fits perfectly in the closet, and it still leaves me a little bit of space on the sides. Now, I will say the shelves themselves were pretty shaky, so that's something to keep in mind if you want to buy this shelving unit. So I ended up going back later and actually drilled it directly into the wall so that it was stable and sort of built into the closet itself. So now that the shelves were in, it was finally time to set up the NAS. And honestly, I've been wanting one of these for a long time. So when Ugreen reached out to me to sponsor this video, I was pretty pumped. So they sent me over their 4-bay DXP4800 Plus, as well as 4 4TB hard drives, so 16 terabytes total. But this NAS can actually go up to 136 terabyte, which is enough to store over 47 million photos, 140 million files, or around 90,000 movies. And it's compatible with a wide range of HDDs and SSDs. And installing the drives was super easy. You just slide the trays out, drop in your drives, and slide them back in. No tools needed at all. So you're probably asking yourself, what even is a NAS? Well, a NAS is basically your own personal cloud. Instead of paying monthly for limited cloud storage and worrying about privacy, you store everything locally right here on your own drives. And you can still access it from anywhere. It's way more secure and more cost-effective over the long term. Setting it up was also super beginner friendly, and you don't even need to connect it to a monitor. You can just use the mobile app, and it walks through everything you need to know to set it up, and it's ready to go in just a few minutes. For me, this is exactly what I needed. Between YouTube and freelance projects, my desktop SSDs were filling up pretty fast. And I wanted one place to store my main projects and old footage. And with a NAS, I can access those files from anywhere. Whether I'm home or on the road and need to grab a real estate clip for a shot or from an old project, I've got it all ready to go. And it's also really fast. The DXP4800 Plus has a 12th gen 5-core Intel processor and transfer speeds that can hit up to 1250 megabits per second. That means you could move a full terabyte of files in just about 20 minutes. And it's perfect for faster editing, backups, and transferring big projects without sitting around forever. Also, if you store a lot of photos, it has a built-in AI album assistant that can sort and classify everything automatically, from people, places, pets, and even objects like cars. And the cool part is that the AI runs locally, so none of your personal data gets sent to the cloud. And there's also multi-device access, so once it's set up, I can access my files from pretty much anywhere. And since their NAS Sync client supports web, iOS, Android, and TV apps, my wife can end up using it too, and we both have full access anytime. And on the privacy side, this NAS is Trust E certified, and it comes with a built-in security manager that gives you full control over your data. Compared to public cloud storage, it's way more private and way more secure. So now that the Ugreen NAS is built into the brains of my studio, it gives me expandable storage, fast transfer speeds, smart photo tools, and peace of mind, knowing everything's safe and accessible. So if you're looking for a beginner-friendly and powerful cloud storage setup, check out the link in the description where you'll save 15% off. Seriously, it's a game changer. So the closet itself doesn't have any lighting, so I had to get these Govee light bars from Amazon, which should also make it easier if I need to film something in here. And the cool part about this is that pretty much my entire studio runs off of Google Home, and these work off of Google Home as well. So I can control everything directly from my phone, as well as have it connected directly to the studio lighting. They're not the best lights, but they get the job done. So for the cable management, I just ended up using zip ties and tried my best to get that out of the way and hide the cables as best as I could. And then for the power strip, I actually stuck it underneath the bottom shelf inside the cabinet so that it was out of the way, but also easy to get to. And since this is a closet, I just shoved all the other cables behind the shelves. Please forgive me for my cable management. So now that pretty much the bones of everything is in place, I can finally start filling it in. And starting with a 3D printer, this middle shelf works perfect, and it gives me plenty of room to fit the printer itself, as well as the cabinets below where I can store extra filament and any accessories for the 3D printer, as well as other miscellaneous items like tech boxes, extra lights, and pretty much anything I could fit in there. And for the shelves, I decided to store my Pelican cases, and I was actually able to fit the C-stands on the side of the shelves, which gives me quick access if I need a light stand. So now that the closet is complete, here's how it all turned out. So I think everything turned out great, and I finally have use for this closet. It's nice to actually be able to use my 3D printer, but also have it out of the way of the studio, since 3D printers can get pretty loud. And since I technically have power ran into the closet, I have a lot of room to grow in the future, and I could even add like a monitor in here and make it like a home server room or something. But for now, it definitely serves the purpose and is a whole lot more organized than it was before. I think in the future, I'd probably want to change the lighting up a little bit, and also even add more storage solutions, like maybe some pegboards on the side and anything else that can help me utilize that space even more. So if you have any ideas, definitely leave it in the comments below. All in all, it was definitely a great addition to my space, and it serves its purpose as the brains of my studio. So if you have a random closet in your hallway, or maybe something in your own personal studio, and you found this video helpful for yourself, definitely let me know in the comments below. That'll do it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one.